What's up agents, Epic Slayers here, welcome back to a brand new Division 2 video. Today I want to talk about faction wars and war tiers which are confirmed for the Division 2. What are they and what are we likely to see? If you enjoy this video, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into this. In a recent interview with Associate Creative Director Chadi Al-Sabawi confirmed that unlike the Division 1, they want the world in the Division 2 to feel alive, and so emphasis has been put on the survivors and different factions fighting it out for resources, which is the main sort of struggle within the Division 2. As we know, in the Division 1, pretty much the world is fairly barren. The JTF don't do a whole lot. There isn't a whole lot of civilians, but unlike that, in the Division 2, we are going to be getting a dynamic world, a world that feels alive. And the whole point of the game is going to be more around resource control, which again is something Sabawi confirmed that we are going to be having something called resource control points. He has said that while exploring the world, you will find different NPC factions fighting over resources or fighting with survivors, and you can choose to intervene on that. Now, this wouldn't be limited to the open world, but we would also get to see this within missions. So this is confirmed that this is sort of like a factions war. For example, you could be roaming the open world and find out that you come across this control point, very much like what we saw in the Division 2 trailer, within the 15-minute trailer where we had the downed plane, the US plane. That was a control point where you have to go in, take over that area, and then that area becomes yours. It's very much like that, where you will have factions fighting each other, and you can go in there to intervene and obviously take control of that point. Now, I assume the longer you hold that point, the more points you will get, because there are points associated to this activity, and I'm not sure if you're going to get rewards for those points or what the case will be, but it would be nice to have something where, for example, when it gets down to when you have, say you have 20 areas that you're trying to control, if it gets down to like 5 areas, it's like critical, and then you lose certain stuff because you're not keeping control of those points. That would be a pretty cool idea, but at this point we've only got just the fact that it's control points, and they are kind of resource controls, and that's what the factions are fighting over. Now, in another interview with US Gamer, Ubisoft massive senior producer Christian Panner had this question put to him, and here was his response. So the question was, you're having the raid at launch, but what other high-level PvE challenges can players expect? His response was, we look at what we did in the first game. How do we push that even further for the sequel? The Dark Zone is not only PvP, but it comes with a PvE experience. It's a place where you can create your own story because it doesn't have a narrative to it. Then we have all kinds of activities from the first game that will allow you to use your new specialization. We have war tiers that will be coming at launch and stuff like that. It's a new hardcore type of experience. Now, war tiers to me sounds a lot like world tiers, where once you reach a certain level you can change the world tier in order to complete higher difficulties, but they have confirmed it's a new hardcore type of experience. So we may get actually something like world tiers within the Division 2, and once you get to World Tier 5 like Division 1, then from there you can actually ramp it up to war tiers, and there may be a certain amount of tiers, and if you are a hardcore player or you play in groups and you're hardcore, then you will obviously go through those war tiers and you'll get, I imagine, loot or certain maybe unique rewards obviously with those tiers. Again, at this point we just don't know. All we know at this moment is we are going to have faction wars and we are going to have war tiers. Now, I'm expecting to hear a lot more information, especially about the war tiers, in upcoming interviews and upcoming stuff about the Division 2. But I want to put it to you guys, what do you think war tiers are in the Division 2? I mean, faction wars is pretty self-explanatory in my opinion, and I think we've already seen it again in the trailer. But war tiers, I just don't know at this point. It's probably going to be similar to world tiers, but it may be something more than that, simply off the basis that the Christian Panner said it's a new hardcore type of experience. And when I hear that, that's not something we've got in the Division 1. We don't have a new experience like that, so this may be separate. There you go, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Again, if you want to get involved in this, leave your comments down below. I do read all of my comments, and I try and comment back where I can. I can't comment to everyone, but I will leave a comment if I can. I want to hear your guys' feedback. Until the next one, Epic out.